Hello, YouTube Silver community. It's Sterling Cannabis with you once again. Got a little silver here for you to look at. But I want to try something just a little bit different today. I want to present to you a thought game. Just something for you to consider. It probably won't work if you don't believe in God. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Christian, Hindu, whatever, as long as you believe that there is a great creator. Well, let me kind of lay things out just a little bit. We, humans, trapped in these tents that we are, I think all of us know somewhere in our soul that the bodies aren't really who we are. It's something we use, but it's not who we are. Who we are is something inside that's very, very different. Your soul. But your soul isn't a thing. Doesn't have mass, weight, or volume. It just is. But everything else in this earth, this solar system, this universe, this multi-universe, whatever your thoughts are. I have friends that are flat earthers, and if you believe that it really just ends at a dome, it maybe even works better for you in a way, but we are all trapped by certain laws that in the science realms we call physics. And physics creates limitations, shows us what chemical bonds are and why they are, and blah, 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 blah. But there's a whole bunch of laws there. I want to have you think, right now, God is not bound by any laws. He created them. He's not bound by them. He created them. I want to eliminate one of the laws of physics. Speed of light. Limitations on speed. If all things are created by God, and that is what I know in my heart and in my soul and in my mind, is that all things were created by God. Well, what did God have to work with if he was all there was? All he had was himself to work with. So if you take one particle in our physics, I'm not sure if it's a quark or a neutrino or whatever label it is that's put on the smallest particle that we have defined. Take one of those particles, just one of them, that God took from himself. Unlimited speed. Could not that one particle be all of everything at one time? If it is not limited by speed, but has absolutely unlimited speed, could that particle not travel fast enough to create everything that we see? Then everything that we see is that one particle of God. These tents that we live in, Billy, she is made up of that one particle. I don't know if I'm right. I don't know that I'm wrong. But what this does is I hope it will open up the potential in your mind for what God is. Because there's a whole lot of other things that limit us that don't limit God. We're in some rough times right now, people. We sure are. I don't want to get political, but I guess I am all the time anyways. But if Joe Biden is inaugurated 10 days from now, I believe it's the beginning of the end of this great experiment called the United States of America. Now, do I believe that the evil that is besieging us now just set in 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago? No. I think it was actually sometime before the Civil War, and is much of what brought on the Civil War. But the Civil War allowed a lot of other things to happen, like great national debt, and people to grab power, and it's grown since then. But there is one thing that came out of that era in 1871, the Insurrection Act. I think it's going to have to be used, and quick. We'll see. Stay on your knees. That's probably the place where you're going to be the most productive. And if we are all that one particle, you are my brothers, you are my sisters. I love you guys. Get you some of this silver. You don't need the pretty stuff like this. You really don't. I do like this stuff. But you need silver, because we all have to have some level of commerce, and I don't think the dollars are going to have any value at all in a very short time. Love you guys. Peace out.